I am going to be doing an advice video. I understand that maybe I am not the first person people think of when it comes to giving advice, you know, but hear me out. I know that I've been through a lot and I've had a crazy fucking life. Physically, I might be 30 years old, but mentally I feel like I'm 90. And I feel like I've lived through the sinking of the Titanic. It's mentally where I'm at. If there are aliens out there, feel free to abduct me and take me away from this planet. Just putting that out there. Wouldn't be opposed to being abducted. Just don't do scientific experiments on me unless they're fun. Anyways, okay, so I wanted to share with you guys some advice. This isn't all gonna be just like the stereotypical like drink your water type of advice. This is gonna be like very interesting niche pieces of advice. And I think a lot of this advice will possibly change your life. It's changed my life. Like for example, if you're looking at my tits right now and you are like, wow, how is she not wearing a bra? Why do they look so plump and delightful? Well, I'm gonna share some secrets with you. Also, I'm gonna share some secrets about how I lost weight, even though half of you will probably still call me fat in the comments. Let's start off with the first thing. I actually wrote down a list of life advice for you guys because this is how badly I want to help you. And please do not take any of this as medical advice. I'm not a doctor, but we kind of knew that. First thing, okay, this is gonna be like some spiritual mumbo jumbo, and you might already be practicing this, but don't fuck with people. Protect your energy. Keep your circle small. I know that it's fun to have a lot of friends. I've dabbled in that as well. I've also been like, ooh, I wanna have a group of friends. No, keep your circle small, protect your energy, because I feel like a lot of people, without even knowing it, are energy vampires. Don't spread your seed, don't spread your legs, and if you can practice celibacy for extended periods of time, I actually would highly recommend it. I know that hoeing around and sleeping around and being promiscuous might be fun and might in some cases feel like empowering. I've been celibate for 2 years, 3 months, and in that span of time, I have accomplished so much. I have become a wealthy individual. I have bought a home. I hate talking about it because I know that like when I'm speaking it, it sounds like I'm bragging. I have nice things and I live super comfortably, and I did that because I sell my nudes online. If it were that easy, right? Everybody, not everybody, but like most people would be doing it, right? It's not easy. Obviously, I'm doing something right. I'm strategizing. I work every single day. And I think that because I removed all of my concentration from like men, women, sex, all of that, I was able to fully 100% focus on the task at hand. And this is another reference, so like don't fuck with people, because like if you are struggling in life, if you need to get to a certain goal, if you say, all right, this year I want to make $1 million, odds are most people are just going to stand in the way of that happening. And the reason why is because most people are self-motivated, right? They want what's best for themselves. They don't really 100% care what's best for you. This is why it's super important to like protect your energy and only hang out with people who have your best interest at heart. And let me tell you, that is going to be about 1% of the people that you meet. It's not going to be like most of your friends, I'm willing to bet, sorry, don't want to ruin your day or anything, but like most of your friends really don't care about your well-being. They don't want the best for you. This is just what I've learned. This is why I have very few friends, because I really only want to surround myself with people who are supportive and who want the best for me. So like I'm saying with celibacy, you know, I understand that like having sex and being promiscuous and like going out with tons of people might be a fun idea. Trust me, I've been there. It's not really going to help further you. It's not going to help you achieve your goals. And if it's like an orgasm that you're after, trust me, there are toys for that. I know this sounds so depressing. I sound like so robotic. Focus on yourself. Try practicing celibacy. And I mean like intentional celibacy. Next thing, this is another huge thing that's changed my life in the past year. Find something that's only for you. Find a passion, find a hobby that is completely 100% selfish and self-fulfilling. And for me, that is piano. For example, I know I'm never going to be a concert pianist. I'm never gonna make money doing it. It's definitely not for other people. It's something that I just purely do for my own soul and self. And for a while, I felt like I'm not really doing anything that's just simply for me. It entertains only me. And I think it mostly annoys everybody else because when they come over, I just play the same songs over and over again. All right, next is gonna be some medical advice. Now, before I go ahead and tell you guys to do this, please check with your doctors. Do not just like go out and buy this because I said so. So I take some supplements. I'm not a big like vitamin person. I personally think that you're better off just eating healthy and getting all of your nutrients from food. But I know that most of us, some of us are deficient in some stuff. So anyway, so one thing I recommend is magnesium. If you don't take magnesium, you should. Actually, studies show, and don't quote me on this, but you can look this up. Studies show that most people are actually deficient in magnesium. And if you have a history of heart problems, cardiovascular problems in your family, you should definitely take magnesium. And it's also gonna help you with muscle cramping. So if you're working out, which you should be, even if it's like 2-3 days a week, it's gonna help with that. It also helps with sleep and it helps you poop. So magnesium, definitely one big thumb up for that. I take 250 milligrams once a day and I feel like it's helped me a lot. Don't take too much though, otherwise you will shit your pants. Fenugreek. Okay, this is a relatively new thing. I've been taking it for about a month now. Fenugreek has one symptom side effect that I was drawn to and was the reason why I started taking Fenugreek, and that is it makes you taste and smell like maple syrup. Yes, my smells and tastes like maple syrup. Maple syrup. My armpits smell like maple syrup. I'm literally a walking Canadian's wet dream. But then I also found out that it's a lactation aid for pregnant women, and that's completely pointless to me. But turns out there are actually so many health benefits. It's an anti-inflammatory, it regulates blood sugar, it might even lower your blood pressure. I mean, this is what I've read online. Don't take my word for it, do your own research. It is an appetite suppressant, and this I can 100% tell you, it actually is. I am a ravenous fucking monster when it comes to food. I could like eat myself to death. I'm like a hamster. I don't have that like part of my brain that like tells me when I'm full. So I'll just like keep eating until I literally explode. And so ever since I started taking Fenugreek, I just don't get hungry the way I used to. And then the one other side effect of Fenugreek, which I think is amazing, is it actually makes your breasts appear plumper. Which is awesome. As you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, I'm not wearing a bra right now. So like, you know, this is all me right here. And because I've lost weight, my breasts have kind of started to shrink and be a little bit more pancakey. And while some may argue that they're still pancakey, I will assure you that they're less pancakey, and I'm pretty damn sure it's because of the Fenugreek. So I cannot say it enough, like Fenugreek is amazing. And another thing that I've recently started taking as well that's been really good for my anxiety, I don't know, I think I just enjoy taking it because it tastes good, but I've been taking CBD gummy. They're delicious. They taste like those like little gummy desserts that you get at fancy French restaurants. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But I love them. I take them every single day and I feel like they're like almost like a mood stabilizer. And this might actually be psychosomatic. I might just be creating this in my head. Take CBD gummies. I feel like what's the fucking harm it could do, right? Okay, the next Stephanie's life advice. This I have been doing for the past 2 weeks and it has helped me so much. I smoked a little bit of a sativa and I was like super hyped up and super amped, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start organizing my house. Organization, spring cleaning, right now is the time to do it. Take the day off. Don't do anything else. Marie Kondo up your fucking condo. Next is don't be friends with exes. I've tried this recently. It has not been a great idea. I feel like most of the time, people will only try to be friends with their exes because they're bored. There's way better things you could be doing, like making money, growing a garden, playing piano, organizing your house. Did I say that already? Like if you have the urge to like even worry, think, talk about your ex, then that just means you've got like way too much time on your hands, and like just organize stuff instead. Have a skincare routine, have a morning routine. Morning routines are so important. One huge change that I made in my life as of like 2-3 months ago that's been really, really helpful to me is I started waking up really early. This is gonna be really embarrassing. So as you guys know, like I'm self-employed. I work for myself. I work from home. So, you know, all these years, I've kind of just been like, well, I can wake up whenever the fuck I want to. And I'm not a morning person by any means. I fucking hate waking up early. My whole life has been a struggle, especially with school, because I cannot wake up early. When I went to college, I actually purposely took all night classes because I'm a night owl. And so every single morning I would wake up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And that was my normal. Just about 2-3 months ago, I started started to wake up at around 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. And at first it was weird and I was like, I don't like this at all. But now it's like, I'm so used to it. Like my internal clock has completely changed. I wake up, I feed my dogs, my dog nanny comes over, she takes my dogs out, I make myself a pot of coffee, I then make myself half of a plain bagel with a tablespoon of whipped cream cheese, and then I sit on my laptop answering emails, drinking my cup of coffee, eating my bagel, and then I go and I do my skincare routine, I do my hair, makeup, I put on my outfit, my dogs come back about an hour later, I'm then ready to film. It's the best. I fucking love it. And sometimes I'll even have time in between that to write in my manifestation journal. I have this journal that I got off of Amazon. It's called the Morning Manifesto. I try to write in it like at least like 1 to 2 times a week, and I think it's really great. It just helps me set goals. Yes to morning routine, yes to skincare routine, but also, you know, have routines, but don't always rely on every single thing to go according to plan, because if it doesn't, then you'll just get anxious. I'm such a Virgo, and so I always stress out about the future and like, what's next? What's coming next? What are we gonna do now? Like, I swear to God, if somebody ever proposed to me, I'd be like, okay, but what do we do after? But what about after we get married? What's gonna happen then? Ah! Like, I'm just so fucking crazy. So I need to stop living in my head, living in the future. I need to just be in my present moment, have routines, plan your day out, but don't go fucking crazy planning everything. Have a little room for spontaneity as well. This one's really important. Accept that what other people think will never alter your reality unless you let it. I've kind of struggled with this, especially because lately I have been back in the spotlight a little bit more. My mom and I are on Pillow Talk on TLC, and I feel like I've been getting a lot more hate than I usually do. A lot of people commenting nasty things. I mean, I checked Twitter a couple of times. It's not looking so good over there. Everybody hates me. And I was really bummed out about it one night, but then I was just like, I mean, it's just people expressing their thoughts and their opinions, right? They're enjoying a show. I'm a character on that show. I'm not really a real person to them, and their thoughts and opinions are really not gonna shape my life in any way. The only way it could is if I let it really tear me down and affect me. So, you know, I try not to pay much attention to it. I try not to respond to it. I try not to address it. I'm addressing it right now, but I'm just letting you guys know. If people are giving you shit, if people are harassing you, if people are belittling you in any way, I know it's easier said than done, but really just know that if you acknowledge it and if you let it affect you, you are giving them control over your life. And that's probably really satisfying to them. So at the end of the day, by you acknowledging them, you're giving them the satisfaction that they got to you. So cut that shit out. This is a piece of advice that I also have a really hard time following, but listen to your intuition. I think the biggest mistake a lot of us make is by ignoring that gut feeling that we have. I have ignored that gut feeling through many toxic relationships. And a lot of the time people will be like, oh, it's just my anxiety, or I'm being neurotic, or like I'm being crazy. But like, no, maybe it's your intuition trying to get through to you. I've stayed in so many bad relationships, and I would always be really anxious. And I would also, you know, get a lot of like tarot readings and go to psychics, and like, the reason why I was doing all of that was because my intuition was telling me something that I didn't want to hear. And I thought that by like going to a psychic or a medium or whatever, that I would like somehow get some sort of affirmation towards the situation that my own intuition refused to give me, because my intuition was actually right. So yeah, listen to your intuition. So that is gonna be it today for my life advice video. I'm actually really proud of this video because I put a lot of thought into these pieces of advice, and I think a lot of the things that I mentioned can change your life for the better. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Go check me out on OnlyFans for my 18 and up content. I also have a free OnlyFans where I help promote your page. So if you're an OnlyFans creator, you want to watch my OnlyFans Academy videos, which give you information about OnlyFans, then go check out my free OnlyFans. Both premium and the free version will be linked down below. I also have some NFTs up for sale on Rarible as well as Unique Fans. So if you want to purchase some of my sexy content and own it, those websites will be linked down below. My Instagram handle's right here. Click the thumbs up, subscribe. I know I'm asking you guys for a lot, but you know, just try to do it for me because you love me. Okay, anyway, thank you guys again, and I will see you in my next video.